Sup, everybody. So that was pretty much the musical embodiment of me doing my daily commissions 3 minutes before the day resets. All right, now I'm sure a lot of people can relate with me on that one. So let's get into the game. Woo-hoo! Another day, another 15 minutes of content that I'm going to be blowing through, which is fine. I don't mind it. I'm playing like 4 different games nowadays, so I just keep adding them on. It's great that I know Genshin's going to offer me at a portion of the content that I'm craving for every single day. And at this point, I've taken what I've learned from Genshin and the habits and all that stuff, and I've applied it to all my other games as well. So basically, throughout my day, I have sections where I know what to expect, and you know, when things become predictable, they become comforting. The exact opposite of what you guys were listening to just now. Like, whew, okay. As you guys can see, my resin is not capped anymore nowadays. I'm out here really trying my best to keep up with everything. Commissions are done. Hey, so we're just gonna go in and do some. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, okay, okay. There you go. You are Genshin and Genshin is you, Jason. Spoken like a true gacha addict. Oh, oh no, no. People, Genshin is literally gamble. Yeah, pretty much it is. It pretty much is. There's even when you go farm artifacts, you go farm a lot of this stuff is just it's just you trying to get the most for what you're putting in. So I saw whose birthday was it? I saw Moonlight said it's my birthday. Congratulations, happy birthday, Moonlight. I hope you're having a swell day. You know, speaking of birthdays, I'm sure you guys all read the title of this live stream, right? For those who kind of just clicked through without reading the title of the live stream, please take a look at the title, because what we're talking about today, it could potentially get a little depressing for some of you guys. Once more people kind of settle in here, I want to do a poll to see how many people in chat right now are post 1 year anniversary, and how many of you guys are pre 1 year anniversary. Cyber Gamer is asking, excited for Artificial Island? Of course I'm excited for Artificial Island. It's coming out, I think, in what, 7 hours, right? 7 hours from now it's coming out. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't know if I'm going to be polling for Claudia though, but depending on how her 5-star turns out, like her C5 essentially turns out, I might get a 5-star of her, or I might not get her. It really depends on the specificity of how she works, and I really hope Hoda doesn't screw this one up, because if they release her with the 5-star saying she buffs all damage and then later says, oh, that's a misprint, it's not true, that's going to be like hundreds of dollars for me down the drain. Like, oh no, it's just skill damage, sorry, we misprinted. No don't do that. So yeah, some people said they've been playing since Raiden's release, so post 2 years, which is all good. We will see. We'll see how many people know what to expect when it comes to Genshin's anniversary. Geo says, still don't have an EM circlet on Viridescent. I have been farming for 3 patches. I don't want to brag or anything, but I don't think I have ever been extremely unlucky with artifacts. Sure, the substats may not be optimal, but I've never ever had really bad artifact luck. I think I've gotten everything I've ever wanted when it comes to like regular stats. Like, again, we're not talking about god tier stats, we're talking regular stats. We're talking crit rate, crit damage within a week. Like the worst I think I've ever gone was, I think, on Raiden's, and I went all the way to like a week or something like that to get all her artifacts. So yeah, not to brag. Then again, it's not that impressive just to get the main stat for the most part. But lucky for me, whenever I rolled the main stat, it's treated me pretty nicely to the substat. I'm not gonna say it's amazing, but for example, let's see this. Oh wow. Okay. Like this one. Energy recharge. I wouldn't say this is bad. Look at that. You got some crit rate, you got some elemental mastery. Yeah, these two are very, no bueno, but I would say this is a usable piece. It rolled into 4 stats. Who cares, right?
Shukai just applied wet status.
Perfect example.
Damn, that's hot. I might not expect much from Genshin, but I expect great things from you, Walrus. Great things, especially summons.
Shukai, no, please. Please. No pressure. So if you guys don't know, I think I'm about to be doing some spicy summons. Again, Shukai though, 100% customer satisfaction. Is it not correct? Intriguing subject for today's stream. Oh yeah. Listen, chat. I want you all to be on your best behavior, because with this kind of discussion, oftentimes you'll get people who are extremely salty coming in to just to start shit. All right. So I want everybody to be on their best behavior. I don't want this to turn into a war zone. I mean, at the end of the day, I've seen people delve into like arguments in chat. Oh, Back-to-back doubles. Okay, that's just fodder. Okay, you see, like this is not that good. Not that good. Jason says, I'm on my best behavior, probably the best here too. All right, Jason, we'll see. We'll put that to the test later. We'll see. Now, chat, your goal is to piss Jason off to the point where Jason starts using profanity. Chat, that's your task. Let's see if chat can do it without being over the top. like keep his mother and his grandmother and all that stuff out of it, you know. So you can talk about his shirt looking ugly and stuff. Just like try to figure out his favorite waifu and maybe call her names and stuff. Like, oh, Jason, you're like Ayaka main. Wow, must be pretty sad. How does it feel like to be irrelevant? Ganyu is better. Yeah, look, chat is trying to figure out your. Huh. And that's a 4 slot. Look, that's a 4 slot. Holy smokes. All right, chat. Let's do it. Let's do it. Crit damage is a low roll, though. Yeah, it is low, but like if we can roll all the stats into like just anything but flat attack, that's going to be a win. A big one at that. Where is it? You know, chat? It's this one. Okay. All right, let's go into the characters. Let's go into the character. Where's my ride and show? I remember my it is my off piece. Would you look at that? An upgrade after all these years. Okay, first let's take a look at my Raiden. It's 61,130. Nothing to scoff at, nothing to write home about either. It isn't something that you would go out of your way and be like, oh my god, look at my Raiden. Right? So, to be honest, 10%, I can lose to 7%. And I still have good. At this point, getting higher crit damage is going to be preferable. Alright, preferable. Let's find that thing. It's this one. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Alright. Let's go. Anything but flat attack. It's gonna be difficult to not roll into flat attack a single time. I mean, that's the only one. That's the only one. Apart from that one, we're not rolling into flat attack anymore. That's it. That was the only time it was gonna roll into flat attack. Don't worry, chat. Settle down, relax. We're not gonna hit. Surely not 3 times, right? Surely. I mean, this is still gonna be a good piece if it rolls into like we got 3 more rolls. Surely. Okay. Okay. We can turn it around. We could. We could. It's still a win. I think it can still be an upgrade. $62 attack. That's like more than 10% of my weapon. Huh? Chat, which one do you think is gonna do more? This piece? Do you think 62 attack, 4.1 attack percent is gonna do more, or like 8% of crit damage? I think it's still an upgrade. I'm just saying, it's still an upgrade. No, this is like 8% crit damage versus 62 flat attack and 4.1% bonus attack. Come on, chat. All right, let's take a look. 1,541, right? Okay. Let's take a look at the stats first. So we're 61, 120, 61.8, 123. But with 1,541 versus that's like 100. That's like 101. That's 101 attack. That's like 8% attack of my total attack difference. In exchange for 7% crit damage. 7% crit damage. Come on. 101 flat attack versus 7% crit damage. Like, that's actually a noticeable difference. That 62 is huge. Huge. Wait. We're gonna test this. Alright, we're gonna test this. We're gonna use this team. Actually, we probably should go into the Abyss, no? We should go into the Abyss to test this. Because that's where we're gonna get the uniform test. Huh? Chat. Alright, let's put this to a vote. Chat, you guys don't believe me. Let's put this to a vote. Which piece does more damage? So we got the, what was that? The Wanderer or Gilded. All right. Let's see chat's expertise. Which one do you think does more damage? The piece with the triple rolled 62 flat attack, or the extra 7% crit damage? You see here it comes. People are divided. Listen, you guys are heavily underestimating how powerful flat attack is, because flat attack is calculated pre-buff. Okay. Oh yeah, these guards are like the best thing to test this shit on. Okay. Where's Sarah? There she is. Where's Bennett and Kazuha? Split between two sides. All right, we're gonna choose the same thing every single time. We'll choose this one. How's that? Is that fair? Do you guys think this is fair? Which one should I choose, or should I choose this one so it doesn't affect damage? I think we should choose this one. No damage. No. Yeah, let's go with this one, because if you choose this one, I don't know, it could be some sort of scaling. Yeah. This one is the most balanced one. Okay. So we do this. We use Kazuha's burst. We use Bennett's burst. We use Sarah's burst. We go back. We switch to Raiden. And we hit. That was 330. 490 something. Alright? 330, 490. Alright, chat. 330, 490. Look at that. Okay, let's switch to this piece. 334.97. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Simple test, right? Simple test. I think I just got an upgrade. I think I just got an upgrade. I'm just saying. I think I just got an upgrade. And it's gonna be a noticeable one. Fuck, it didn't crit. It's all good. It's all good. Didn't crit. Didn't crit. Hey, I'm just saying. The other piece has like 0.5% more crit as well. Don't sleep on that. That could have been the difference right there. How about that? How about that? Hey, clip that. What was that? 329k. That's an extra 1,000, baby. Extra 1,000. Huge. Huge. Pay up. Look, 55% Wanderer, pay up. Get this shit out of here. Get this. I upgraded, baby. Upgraded. Huge. Huge. Big deeps. Big deeps. It's 0.001%, but still better. Still an upgrade. 1k more, and that's only with the burst skill. What about the autos? What about the charge attack? That shit stacks up, baby. Over the span of one run, that's an extra like 100,000 damage. Easily. 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 Huge win. Huge win. That was a huge win. In fact, I think it's better that it rolled into flat attack because of how well it scales with Raiden. Yep. Flat attack is the best stat it could have rolled into. I am in full belief of that. Yes. Yes, I have won. I won this one. Maybe like 2,100 more damage over the whole rotation. No. It's got to be more than that. It's because the hits afterwards combined, it's like more than the initial hit. Actually, I need to go back and actually see the hit. Let's see exactly what was what the hit was. Let's see. What was the number? It was 329,061. 330,497 minus, what was that? 329. 329,061, right? Yes. Okay. In the moment of truth, it's 1,436. 1,436. That is one Dory burst worth of damage. Chat. That is one Dory burst's worth of damage of bonus just from using this new artifact. That's a win. Pack it up, boys. Pack it up, boys. It's over. The people who chose Wanderer, hey, interview time. For the people who chose Wanderer, how does it feel? How does it feel to be wrong? How did it feel to be wrong? Jason Jin chose Wanderer. Jason, how does it feel to be wrong? How does it feel? Theory Crafter is in shambles right now. That's right. That's right. Luke with the 1999. Luke, did you choose Wanderer? Luke, did you choose Wanderer? Thank you, Luke. Thank you for the kind donation. Yeah, pay the rest of you. Pay up. Pay up. Follow Luke. But yeah, I consider that an upgrade is an upgrade, no matter how minuscule. All memes aside, do you know how long it takes to get an upgrade once you're at this point in the game?
Sussy Luke just applied
Look at
wet
this.
status. Damn, that's hot.
Force is strong with Luke. Look at this. I mean, look at this. How much farming do you have to do to get an upgrade on pieces like these, right? Like, these are hard pieces to upgrade. Like, this one is gonna be hard to replace. So I'm just saying. Okay, forget about this one. This one. No, I need the crit damage. I forget. This is what I'm talking about. It took me no longer than a week to farm this piece. This was like from a week of farming. But I'm talking every single day that I dumped all my resin. I used it for nothing else. All into Emblem. Every day. For a whole week. And I think I got this like right before the weekend. So it's like 6 days, 5 days. Still kind of lucky, I admit. Like, still kind of lucky. But, you know, it is what it is. My Raiden has a long ways to go. I think I want to increase this crit damage to like 140, 150, and then I'll be somewhat content. Like 61.8, 150 crit damage with 268. Really want that 0.4 energy recharge. I don't know where I'm going to get 0.4% energy recharge. I want that 269. The HV says my Raiden is 55, 171. But the question is, does your Raiden have a baller energy regen sans piece? Just saying. I'm just saying. No, she doesn't. Ray is saying, I'm trying to make 69, 169 ratio, 269 ER, which is extremely hard. I bet it's extremely hard. You know what else is extremely hard? I'm not gonna say it. I'll leave that to your imaginations. Rock hard. Anyways, it is time to talk about Genshin 2-year anniversary. For those of you who don't know, the live stream is 2 days from now. The live stream is 2 days from now, right? The patch 3.1 live stream is 2 days from now. Let's do a quick poll. Now that I've got you all here, let's do a quick poll. How did you enjoy Genshin 3.0? Let's see if I can find the emoji. Star emoji. Can I use a star emoji? Can I? Let's see. Oh, that is an ugly ass star. Please, can we not be so extra? Let's see if this works. All right. I'm trying something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm gonna. It only gives me 4 options, so I can't give it 1 star. But I'm just gonna put it to a vote. Let's see if there you go. I don't think it's 1 star. Come on, let's be honest. There's no way Genshin 3.0 was 1 star. If you choose 1 star for Genshin 3.0, nothing is gonna ever please you in this game. I promise you. Like, you will never ever have an instance where you feel like this game is worth your time. So I'm just gonna omit the 1 star. I think 3.0 is a strong patch. It's a very strong patch. The good thing about this is anonymous, right? It's anonymous. Nobody knows you picked 2 stars. Nobody knows it's you. nobody knows you're that guy who's like, I will never be satisfied. But then again, I understand why some people may have chosen 2 stars, because if you're somebody who wants more co-op experiences, more raids, these big fights, more end game, more quality of life, artifact presets, all these pre-existing issues. You hate the resin system, you hate the gacha system, right? Or you lost all your 50/50s on your way to C6 Tignari. It's just, there's a whole slew of things that could go wrong that really makes the experience quite miserable. Luke says 4. Would be 5 if the quest was shorter. Dude, that quest. Wait, Moonlight, didn't you say our moderator here, Moonlight, played through the quest in one sitting and immediately the next day had a fever? Like, I'm just saying, that quest was something else, wasn't it? But did I not warn you guys? I made tons of videos saying Sumeru is gonna be is gonna be the lore dump. Sumeru is the lore dump, all right? Because Hoyoverse spent the first 2 regions teasing us, like tickling our nut sacks, like playing with our nipples, being like, oh yeah, look at all this stuff, look at all this crazy stuff, right? Don't you have questions for this, question for that? Aren't you curious how this works? What about that? What about this plotline? What about that plotline? Just setting things up, making sure that you are rock hard and engaged. That's what they did for the first 2 regions. I told you, Sumeru had to be the info dump. It has to be. Because if Sumeru doesn't give us some of these answers and they keep tickling our nuts and playing around with us, some people are just going to straight up get up and walk out. Right? No, I can't handle any more of this teasing. Others are just going to burst out of frustration. There's only so much teasing you can do. So when it comes to story progression, Sumeru, like we are getting more. Like, trust me, after 3.0, 3.1, 3.2, there's more. Like, combined, I think there's going to be, 25 to 30 hours of gameplay you guys have to play through to finish the Sumeru Archon storyline before things slow down a little bit. Like, they're straight up just telling you everything. Like, holy shit. Bro, at this point, they're going to be leaking, like, Dawei's freaking his civic address, Dawei's waifu type, his preferential. They're just telling you everything. Everything, like the floodgates are open. Everything is being revealed in 3.0. Things that we've never even asked, like that freaking tree. We never asked, like, oh my god, like, what kind of is Teyvat alive? What if Teyvat was a living, breathing thing with a heart, like a beating heart and a brain? They just tell you everything, which is fine. Which is fine. I think for the most part, people enjoy that. Marvel Lover says we all haven't played the quest, bruh. Come on, don't worry. I didn't leak much. In fact, I don't think I even leaked. Wait. Okay, maybe that one was a leak. Yeah, but you guys get my point, okay? Sumeru, there's more. There's gonna be more. I think it's not the best pacing when it comes to story. I'll be the first to say it. It's not the best when it comes to story pacing. But for a gacha game, it's good enough. I think it's good enough. I think it's definitely passable as one of the better story or lore world building that I've ever seen in a gacha game. I don't think I've ever played another gacha game. Even some AAA titles did not have this level of story. Of course, it's still a far cry from the likes of Witcher, and those titles, like the top AAA games that are so rich in story and stuff. Not at that level, but for a gacha game, come on, right? Chat, for a gacha game, the story is pretty damn good. Moonlight says Walrus Discord. Let's take a look at what Moonlight? has sent to me. Let's see. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Anyways, let's talk about version 3.1 and the anniversary a little more. All right, let's just peel the band-aid off. Peel the band-aid off. Let's vote again. Let's vote on the anniversary. Let's gauge what the room thinks. Let's gauge what chat thinks. All right, chat. This is your time to shine. Rate Genshin Impact 2nd anniversary. Yes, we're rating even though okay, still 4 votes, but there's no 2-star now. It's 1-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. All right, it's 1-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star. Because if you're gonna vote 2-star, you might as well just vote 1-star. What's the difference at this point, right? If you guys know what HoYoVerse is, if they are gonna go to 2-star, it might as well just be 1-star. All right, so let's see what the chat thinks. Let's see what chat thinks is gonna be the Genshin's 2-year anniversary. How do you think HoYoVerse is gonna treat it? straight up, people jumping on that 1-star. Okay, that's fine. A lot of people are choosing 3-star though. 3-star meaning like I would say 3-star is what they did last year. Pretty much. That would be like a 3-star anniversary, meaning they give us a special package, they give us some commemorative items, they give us just a little bit of goodies, like a free 10 pole and stuff like that. That's like a passable. 3 is like a passable score. Right? 3 is like, okay, sure, you did something. 1 is the bare minimum. 1 is like 1-star pretty much. What does 1-star mean? 1-star means they release, like they talk about it, they'll give nods to it, like, thank you guys for playing our game. This is our 2nd-year anniversary. We really, really, feel grateful to have you guys with us on this journey. And going forward, we're going to do the best thing for Genshin Impact. Oh, goodies? Oh, sorry, we don't have any of that. Take this thank you letter, and maybe go wipe your ass with it. Oh, free temples? Nah, not free temples. Free temples is not 1-star, chat. 1-star means just a thank you. Nothing else. No events. No, like, goodies. No, none of that. Not even 10 fouls. 1-star pretty much just means they will say it's the 2nd-year anniversary and then pretty much not do anything. That's it. That's 1-star. 3-star is basically what they did last year. 4 stars would mean that they give dedicated 2-year anniversary centric events, right? 5 stars means they'll do something gacha related to commemorate the 2nd-year anniversary, right? Skins, events, increased rates, special banners, like 30, 40 free summons over the span of like 2 weeks. You're gonna do like go through all these like events, maybe a special like story mode that's actually engaging, all that stuff. That's gonna be a 5-star anniversary, right? And then on top of that, they have a concert. They have Dawei like doing a Kachin cosplay, right? Like doing the K-pop dancing, flashing us, and all that stuff. And Dawei in a Ganyu cosplay. That's 5 stars. And I'm surprised 10% of you guys actually thinks Dawei is gonna do a cute cat girl dance for us. No freaking way. All right, let's just pretend 5 stars don't exist. Yeah, and you guys saying I'm coping. People who choose 5 stars for Genshin anniversary, that's the real coping. I don't know what you guys are smoking, but I want some of that. Like, okay, all memes aside, if they give us like a 5-star standard banner choice, that would be amazing too, right? everybody gets one, or you have to complete a long ass convoluted quest, basically making you want to like pull all your teeth out and shove it in your nostrils. If you can play through, let's say, a 12-hour quest of mundane, boring ass shit for them to farm login hours, and at the end of that quest you get a free 5-star selector and you get to get a copy of a 5-star standard banner of your choice, you can't complain either. I'd say that's still like 5-star, but none of that would be happening. None of that would be happening. Let's not kid ourselves, right? hey, chat. Pull the tubes out, all right? Pull your freaking copium tubes out from all the holes, your nose, your mouth, right? Stop breathing that gas, and let's just talk realistically what's going to happen. Realistically, what is going to happen for Genshin 2-year anniversary? Because they're going to announce it in 2 days. Do you guys realize how close that is? Like, Genshin's anniversary is in 2 weeks. From today. 2 weeks, 14 days exactly from this day. That is Genshin's anniversary. It's closer than you think, really. It truly is. Techie the Virus says they only gave us 10 pulls after giving review bomb last year. Hey, and I'm just saying, I've heard of some communities are setting up macros and bots. Hey, I'm not taking part. Horrorverse, I'm not taking part. My hands are clean. Don't shoot the messengers. I'm just saying, I know some people. Hey, they've been sweeping up all those cheap GPUs, building frickin' bot computers, running servers, ready to review bomb you guys by the thousands. Okay? I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time what you're in for. Don't shoot me. Don't ban me. It's gonna happen. It's your fault. You know what the community is capable of. Oh, Hana, why are you on my computer? Why are you on my table? Oh, also, by the way, chat, I sprained my lower back today, and just saying, if anybody in chat has ever like sprained their lower back, like, yeah, it's something. All right, it's something. Yeah, I swear, it happened when I was like cooking, making dinner, and I reached to grab the salt, and I just lost it. I lost it. I was on the ground faster than you can say Raiden is waifu. All right, dude, I was on the ground. If you guys ever watch Family Guy, after people fall down the staircase, that was pretty much me, because I fell and my arms were like, one of my arm was trying to reach, because I was trying to reach for the counter and I missed. So because I was leaning my body to the right side and my entire lower back just gave in. It was like it's like truly Chi-Chi fallen, but like Walrus fallen. I was trying to grab the counter and I missed, but thanks to my many years of gaming experience and my inhuman reflexes, I was able to like if you guys, I would demonstrate it for you guys, but my back is still like really messed up. So I was trying to grab it. I failed because I was doing a grab like this. I failed. It just went past, but my hand snapped back like that, like bam, and I grabbed it on like this, and now I was hanging with my lower back already gone. Like at this point my back was gone. I might as well just not have a lower body at this point. So my entire built of a man's 300-pound pure muscle was latched on to 4 fingers on the side of a kitchen island ledge. And this is like, it was all wet because I was like making food and shit, right? Making some sweet juicy dinner for myself, and it was wet as fuck. So, and my hand had like grease on it, because you know, you cook, you handle different like meats and stuff, like the oil. It was oily, and I should have just probably let myself fall. All right, I'll be honest with you guys. I probably should have just let myself fall, because that strained my back to the point where I physically heard or like felt my spine like move, like shift like that. And bro, bro, let's just put it like this. I would have rather gotten kicked in the nuts. Just saying. I'm just saying that pain, dude. I was on the ground rolling like Chi-Chi falling. Whew. But hey, I'm here. I'm alive. I can't really move, but I'm alive. Okay, I made it. I made it to the live stream. I damn crawled into this room like with my teeth. Crawled to my computer, and let me tell you guys, the whole time when I was in pain, like I was just hanging on for dear life, writhing, like rolling in pain, crying, like, and the whole time I was thinking, I'm gonna be late for my stream. That was all I was thinking. In my most painful, desperate moment clinging on to life, the only thing I could thought was that I was gonna be labor. True story. Hey, true story. Yeah, getting old hurts. It does. It truly does. Anyways. Okay, the 2-year anniversary. So this is what I think is honestly gonna happen. Okay, this is what I think is honestly gonna happen. Realistically, HoYoverse was like, if you guys have noticed, what HoYoverse likes to do is they like to limit test. And I mean, all companies like to limit test. What I mean by limit test is they always want to test how much will the community let them get away with. All right. Oh, Hanini. Ooh. All right. So basically last year was HoYoverse trying to do the bare minimum, right? Because honestly, if the community did not respond in the way that they did, do you guys honestly think HoYoverse would have done anything? No, absolutely not. So constantly companies are just trying to see, okay, can we get away with this? Can we do this to them and not feel any repercussion? So that was last year, and now that HoYoverse has gotten a better baseline, Zach says, was that more painful, or was the 2.8 Sumeru reveal more painful? No, that was more painful. That was more painful. All right, I'll ain't gonna cap. I really wish I can say that 2.8 Sumeru. No, wasn't it the 2.7 teaser where the live stream just kind of pieced out? No. That back tear was it was probably the most pain I felt ever in my entire life. And I've fallen off of like 3-story buildings before. So yeah, I'm broken like both my legs. I'm just saying that lower back tear just now was like, honestly, if I didn't clear my bowels, I would be laying in my own doo-doo. That's how bad it was. Like, no. It was really bad. Okay, I'm just saying, I know it's too much information, but I'm just trying to paint a picture for you guys. Your boy, 10 minutes before going live, your boy was literally dying on the floor. Like, quite literally, I was dying on the floor. If somebody was near me, I would have screamed at them to call an ambulance for me. That's how bad. I thought I was going to die. I thought I was paralyzed for life. I couldn't. Like, the pain was so severe, I swear I hit my head on the way down on, like, a porcelain, like, on the edge of the island. I swear I knocked the side of my head. Didn't feel a thing, alright? It was all in the lower back. Just saying, that shit. Hey, that shit, what ain't normal? The amount of pain I felt, I don't think that kind of stuff is built for the human body. I don't even know why we have sensors for that amount of pain. I'm just saying. I've lost 50-50s back to back to back to back before. Wasn't even close, baby. Zach. Zach. 10. Thank you. It said you deserve to thinking about streaming while you were going through all that pain. No, because in my head I was like, okay, I have 20 minutes left. I'm almost done with cooking food. I'll make it for stream. I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna start stream.
Sussy Zach just applied
Things are gonna be good.
status. Damn, that's hot. You deserve this for thinking about streaming while you were going through all that pain.
Dude, everything was perfectly planned. I was like, okay, food's gonna be done in 10. I'm gonna eat it in 10, and then I'll start stream. It was easy. Easy clap. But then, yeah. Zenpai says 20s with back pain gang. Where you at? Bro, I'm in my 50s. What you mean? Dude, in my 20s, I could have done like a triple backflip somersault right onto my lower back on a metal steel bar with like spikes on it, and I probably would have walked it off. Just saying. Your body gives up on you after a couple more years. Junpei says 20s gang, let's go. Enjoy your 20s, people. Enjoy your 20s. That's when your body can still handle the abuse. I swear, next time I'm gonna reach for the salt, I'm gonna take an extra step to reach for the salt. Yeah, I needed a Zhongli there back there, you know. I needed that. I needed a Zhongli shield to protect me from whatever the fuck debuff that was. Moonlight says, read my chat. What chat? Call an ambulance, but not for me. Remember, we watched first not in every live stream for 3 hours of suffering of Klee voice. Yes. I mean, the 1-year anniversary when it comes to their PR wasn't that bad, but like, yeah. But it's just how they executed it. It's really just about how they executed the 1-year anniversary. The 2-year anniversary, like I was saying, okay, this is what's gonna happen for the 2-year. I'm gonna make a prediction. This time, they're gonna give us everything that they gave us in the first year, like after the review bombing, but they're gonna give it to us from the get-go. Like that, we're gonna probably get a commemorative, either a decor in the teapot, or a glider, or a skin of some sort. Like they're gonna give us some sort of cosmetic for free. We're gonna get 10 pulls, and there is most likely gonna be a real life event. Okay? There's gonna be a real life event, either another concert or like a special, I don't know, like a restaurant event or something. I don't know. But there's gonna be a real life event because Hoyoverse loves to do publicity IRL. They're trying to bridge the gap between online gaming and real life, like, lifestyle. They're trying to incorporate the Genshin habits and like Genshin, the ways of the Genshin into your real life, like, schedule, habits, patterns, whatever. Okay? So they always do real life stuff. I think that's going to be it. The only, like, the thing that could change here potentially is that since it's the 2nd-year anniversary, they might, I'm just saying this, a huge might, but it would make sense to, they might give us 20 free summons. Now, before you guys start denying that, I'm just saying it would make a lot of sense, because as the years go by, each summon is going to be worth less and less. Like, let's say when the game is 10 years in, the amount of limited characters that's going to exist in the game, giving us 100 free summons it's going to be nothing. Think about it, right? 10 years into Genshin, there's going to be like I don't know, what, 50 different 5-stars, 50, 60 different 5-star characters, giving you 100 summons in 10 years later. It's nothing, right? So the 2-year anniversary, getting 20 pulls, like, come on, let's be real. 20 pulls, what does that really amount to? 20 pulls, not much. Not much. It's something. To some people, that could be the difference between getting and not getting, let's say, the Dendro Archon, or like a C1 Dendro Archon, for that matter, or like the Dendro Archon and her weapon. But for the majority of people, that's just gonna be like chump change. Like 20 pulls, like, okay, cool. It's like 12 debate clubs, right? Stuff like that. So don't rule that out. But for people expecting dedicated events, right, and special currency like banners, or you get to choose your own 5-star from the standard banner, forget that. I don't think that is happening. I don't think that that is going to be happening for the first 5 years of Genshin Impact. 5. Yes, that's right. For the first 5 years of Genshin Impact, none of that is going to be possible. Maybe on the 5-year anniversary, we get something. Right? But expecting cosmetics, expecting at least 10 free pulls, that's reasonable. And of course, they're going to nod to the 2-year anniversary because they did it for the 1-year anniversary. If the 1-year anniversary was doing the bare minimum and they like nodded to the fact that it was an anniversary, I'm expecting the 2-year anniversary to do the same. However, now I'm going to talk about the dark timeline. Hey, are you guys sitting down? Are you guys sitting down? Because I really, really, really advise you guys to sit down for this one. We're going to be talking about the dark timeline now. The 2-year anniversary dark timeline. Okay? So, this is what could potentially happen for the 2-year anniversary. Because of the severe backlash that happened in the 1-year anniversary, and they might attribute that to them talking about it in the live stream, mentioning it. What's the one thing that HoYoverse is really damn good at? Ignoring you. All right? Yes, I said it. HoYoverse is extremely good at ignoring you and your advices. You keep talking about resin, keep talking about the artifact preset, keep talking about like co-op, keep talking about like endgame, keep talking about all these things that you want changed in the game. Hey, we're just gonna fucking ignore you. We're not gonna say anything. We're not gonna acknowledge it. We're gonna pretend like it doesn't exist, right? We're gonna pretend like these things don't exist. This is a dark timeline. Because last year they already talked about it. They can't backpedal once they already talked about it. They might just straight up not talk about it this year. No, like honestly, they might straight up just not talk about the 2-year anniversary. Like at this point, have they talked about it? Like, let me check their Twitter. They might have already talked about it. Then this timeline wouldn't exist. But from what I see, they haven't talked about it at all. Even their live stream poster mentions nothing about the 2-year anniversary. Nothing. Like you would think it's just another patch. Like how, you know, like you would just expect, oh, it's just what, like another patch in Genshin, oh, the second patch of Sumeru, and they just gloss it over. No free summons, none of this free stuff. Just don't talk about it. Nobody's going to talk about it. Yeah, Shani says, yes, I actually didn't realize it's coming so soon. Exactly. That's the dark timeline. The dark timeline is you get nothing. You don't even get 10 pulls. You get cosmetics. Get the fuck cosmetic. What do you think this is? Like League of Legends? Riot Games? No. We are HoYoverse. We are HoYoverse. Right? Instead of drawing attention to it, just don't mention it. Then they can't be held liable, right? People are like, what about the 2-year anniversary? The 2-year anniversary? Like, we didn't say shit. We didn't say you're getting a 2-year anniversary. And then HoYoverse is gonna mobilize the White Knights. The White Knights are gonna come in and be like, don't be so spoiled. Look at how much content they've been giving us for 3.0, 3.1, all the new characters, right? They're accelerating their patch. Do you guys think they have the resources to give us a 2-year anniversary? Don't be ridiculous. It's a free game. Be happy you're even getting the game for free at all, right? And HoYoverse the whole time is not gonna say shit. They're not going to take sides. They're not going to mention it. They're not going to apologize. Right? So it's like, then it's just a community fighting amongst each other. The community on one side, the community on the other side. And HoYoverse is like in like Timbuktu over there just sipping on their tea. Dawei's picking out like his new yacht color. And it's just going to be another Tuesday in the HoYoverse headquarters. And like meanwhile, the players are like at each other's throats. Like, no, you guys can't deny that that's what HoYoverse does on the regular. Look, screenshot that chat. Hoyover's team says the White Knights are paid 5 primo weekly for their great work and contributions. Screenshot that shit right. Post it. I'm just saying, okay? If we live in the dark timeline, that's exactly what's gonna happen. And we're sitting here thinking, oh my god, we're getting 10 free pulls. Should I pull on Nilo's banner? Or am I gonna pull on what's his name? Sino's banner? The options here, what am I gonna say for the Dendro Archon? Psych, bitch! You ain't getting shit! Bro, it's best. Alright, if there's one thing I've learned when it comes to Genshin is don't get your hopes up, right? Never expect more than the bare minimum, and you will never be hurt. I'm telling this for your own good. Let's vote. Let's put it to a vote, because right now we have enough people in chat. I want to know how many people are here. When were you here? 1 year Annie or post 1 year Annie? 3, 1. Post 1 year. So I want to see people in chat right now. How many people? Oh. I need to delete that. Okay, pre-1 year, post 1 year. Okay, how many people were even here before the 1 year anniversary? Let's see that. What percentage of chat actually lived through the 1 year anniversary? Lil P Gaming says Mcash said it shouldn't have to be like this, and it's sad. It shouldn't. It never should have gotten to this point. Like the review bombing, people crying, like communities. Like it does. Listen. It doesn't take a lot to please the gacha community, and I've seen. I've seen the gacha community literally jizz from like the developers adding in 3 pixels worth of content. All right, it really doesn't take a lot. Like gacha gamers, they're like, I'm sorry, I have to say it. We're all part of this together. Gacha gamers are like the bottom feeders, the ones that like getting stepped on. We're the kind of dudes who secretly wish that, you know, we're getting whipped in our ass cheeks every 3 seconds, right? By some preferably a waifu, right? We are used to the abuse. We are. Most of us do it to ourselves. But holy smokes, man! Like the cuckery, like what Hoyoverse does to us on a daily basis when it comes to playing with our expectations. That is like Dawe should start a master class teaching people how to be a master cucker. I'm just saying. Hey, my name is Dawe, and this is my master class. Holy shit! Just look at the top comment when it came to last year's anniversary. Right? Just saying. The top comment was like, "Damn, what was it? What was it?" It was, everybody was sharing it. It's like, something about like being disappointed even though they weren't expecting anything. Something along those lines. The person worded it. It was like, "Man, I wasn't expecting anything, but damn," or something like that. It was crazy. Oh yeah, yeah. My expectations for you were low, but holy fuck. Yeah. That. Pretty much that. Lubat says, "Yo, for the 2nd year anniversary, we're opening up Aloy's Constellations. We have a special event gacha where for every 15 hours out of 24 hours that you stay logged in and actively playing the game, meaning you have to be doing something, you can't just be standing there, we're going to give you an X amount of tokens in which after 7 days you can exchange in our event shop for 1 Aloy Constellation." Yes. Yes, please. Please, Hoyoverse. Please bend me over more. Please. Oh, I like that so much. Can I while you're at it, can we get toggle constellations? Bam! Slap right on the ass cheeks. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to question you, please. What about, like, can we get 10 free summons? Bam! Right across the face. And the whole time we're just gonna be like, yes, okay, thank you. Oh, yes, oh. That's gotcha gamers. Yeah, what a sweet deal, right? Aloy constellations, sign me up, baby. Where's my Aloy? Girl, you're about to fly. Star of another world. Star of this world. Rising star, baby. The time has not yet come for this person's corner of the night sky to light up. The time is now, baby. Dawei, please show us the way, Papa Dawei. Show us the way. My Aloy is gonna be crushing through abyss. Watch. Aloy 1-star constellation. Where's Aloy? Aloy 1-star constellation. For every dollar you spend, for every dollar you spend in this game, you have you gain 0.3% damage for Aloy's auto attack. Oh. I love Genshin. Okay, I do. I truly do. I know a lot of you guys probably won't believe me. A lot of you guys probably won't believe me when I say, like, I do love this game. But, like, can we all just agree that this game at this point is a giant meme, especially when it comes to certain topics, right? Waifu discussions, meta discussions, anniversary. These are huge Genshin memes. Even within the community. Like, anybody who I refuse to believe two people that are of opposing waifu communities can have a civil conversation with each other. No, that's not, like, that's for people who are not doing it to spite me, right? Because I've said that now, people are gonna be like, I'm a Hu Tao main, and another one's like, I'm a Yoimiya main, and then like, oh my god, you know, Hu Tao is actually pretty cute. Hu Tao is actually pretty cute, but I'm just saying the damage that we deal is not, that doesn't count, because you guys, those two are just doing it to spite me because they've heard me say it. I'm saying, like, two people who don't have an agenda of opposing waifu communities, there is no way they can sit down and have a civil conversation. No way. Take a screenshot of two people doing that. From, like, a Yoimiya main versus a Hu Tao main. A Ganyu main versus an Ayaka main. Come on. I'll be waiting. Right. So at the end of the day, you know, Genshin is just going to continue doing what it does best, right? It just pleases a casual player base. It fills up that time after your 10-hour shift where you feel like life is crashing down upon you, but you can log on, lose your 50-50, and then go stare at Raiden, go stare at your Hu Taos, go stare at your Ganyus, shoot some Hilichurls, and maybe sit through an 8-hour Archon quest. You know, maybe it's not so bad. Truly. Oh, Hana, why are you... You guys see that? That was my cat's tail. Hana, what are you doing? Oh, I am a Hu Tao main. Hu Tao is the best ever. I think all Yoimiya mains are making a big mistake. Please, delete your Yoimiya. Sell her weapon and feed it into your staff of Homa. I represent all Hu Tao mains in delivering you this message. Yoimiya sucks. And everybody who plays her sucks. Long live Hu Tao. Oh, Hana, we don't do that here. We don't condone Yoimiya hate. Oh. So let's see how many people. Okay, not that many people, but 18% were post 1 year anniversary. Okay. Okay. Very dedicated players you guys are. Your cat has dared to disrespect the order. Therefore, you will not be getting that staff of Homa next time it's out. Rip. Check Discord. What's going on for Discord? What is that? Is that another Hoyoverse event?
Until the 26th of October.
Oh, it's the Domino's event. Didn't this get banned in China? Oh no, China was Pizza Hut, I think. Oh, certain countries starting September 14th until October 26th. So certain regions are getting like pizza, like why pizza? Why pizza? That's like why not McDonald's? Isn't McDonald's maybe McDonald's is too big, right? Like Pizza Hut, Domino's, these are relative, like compared to the other branches. These are relatively smaller, lesser known, arguably lesser known franchises. KFC is like big, but not as big as McDonald's, I would say. McDonald's is probably like the big dog. Maybe every time Genshin has approached McDonald's, they're like, sure, but Dawei has to dress up as Ronald McDonald, and you know, and do a press tour for us, dressed up as Ronald McDonald. And Dawei was just like, nah, your boy's making the big B's. Your boy's making billions, billions. I ain't dressing up as Ronald McDonald. We'll see. Maybe when Genshin is on its decline, you'll find Dawei at your nearest local McDonald's serving Happy Meals. I think Genshin tries so hard to like I said, to implement their philosophies and their presence into the real world. They try way too hard, in my opinion, for the real world, and not enough online. Like for the most part online, they rely on artists, cosplayers to do free adverts for them, and then they run like really cringe mobile game-esque ads on their, like, on YouTube videos and on web pages. I still believe the best way to promote your game is through word of mouth. And how Genshin was so popular back in the day was because the 4 stars and the quality of life of these characters were so good. The quality of the game was so good. Right now, till this day, you cannot replace Genshin's quality. Like, that's just word of mouth stuff, right? It doesn't require billions of dollars. Just make a good game. Make a game that your community is proud of. Right now, how many people in chat would promote Genshin for free to your friends? You know what? That's another poll that I want to do. How many of you guys would promote Genshin to friends and family? Would you promote Genshin to your friends and family? Like, I'm just curious, because back in the day, I was telling Genshin to all my friends. When the first patch came out, I told everybody about Genshin. I told Beluga-chan, told my brother, I told my mom, my dad, like my friends. Sure, some of them were like, like, no, we're not touching that. But you know, I talked about it. I was excited for it, and after playing it, it made me even more excited about it. And a lot of people had negative connotations about the game for it being a gacha game, pay to win, and all that stuff. But I was happy promoting it. Nowadays, not so much. Okay, not so much nowadays. Lumi says, I already did. I have 3 to 5 playing. We don't play together anymore. And that's a shame. That's a shame for Genshin, right? For a game that's so polished, that looks so good, so immersive with the music, the characters, the lore. But you can't really share it with anyone else. You could outside of the game. If you don't play the game, you go to conventions or you join a Discord, you can talk about it. You can theory craft about it. And occasionally you can join someone else's world and you guys could go pick flowers together. But that's the extent of the co-op experience, right? Like for a game like Genshin, not to have an expansive co-op experience is such a wasted opportunity. In my opinion, I would promote it more if there were more co-op features to it. Jason Leon says, we rather play Dota 2 together than playing Genshin farming orbs. That's so true. But I think Genshin also realizes that there are other and better co-op experiences out there in different games. So maybe they're just thinking, it's going to take us too much effort, time to develop co-op and make it meaningful, and to the point where people would play Genshin co-op over other co-op experience, such as Dota, right, and stuff like that. GTA, I don't know. GTA is not a good example, but I'm just saying, like, there are plenty of other multiplayer experiences apart from Genshin that it's really such a weakness at this point that there's no point in focusing on it. Genshin multiplayer feels like a modded add-on to the game. That is true. That is actually so true. I can't remember the last time I actually went to play co-op. I think every time I played co-op or used a co-op feature is to like practically beg for people to let me take their resources so I can level up my characters. Like that's really just it. I feel bad. I really do. I think a lot of people would have a lot of bad things to say about me saying bad things about Genshin. Did that make sense? A large portion of the Genshin community does not want anybody in the community to say anything about what I just said, highlighting the negatives. But I think there's only so much you can do to stroke Genshin's ego. I started off this entire stream by praising how 3.0 was such a strong patch, and it is a strong patch. But the problem with Genshin's patches is that they're not consistent when it comes to quality and enjoyment. Some patches are like a 2-star, while others are 5-star. Right? And it's very rare you get 3-star patches. It's either like 1 or 2 stars or 4 and 5 stars. So it's like there's these polarizing experiences when it comes to Genshin, and depending on when you join the game, you're going to have a vastly different experience and exposure to the game state. Imagine joining Genshin in patch 2.5. You get 3 very, very dry patches. No. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 3, like 2.5, 2.6, 2.7. You get 3 very dry patches. And then you get hit with Sumeru. Zaro Zion says, no worries. It's different stars to different people. Yeah. Like, for example, that's a great point, right? 3.0 to some people just now were 5-star, to some were 4, some were 3, some were 2, and if I had 1-star in there, I'm sure some people would have voted 1-star. But the consensus, like I'm saying, like the majority gave 3.0 a much higher star than, let's say, 2.7, right? If we were to compare 3.0 and 2.7, the vast majority would choose 3.0 over 2.7. Stuff like that. It's just a general experience it's like fluctuating. You never know what you're going to get. Like 3.1 could be amazing. It could like blow 3.0 out of the water and everybody just like jizz on command. Like Dawei is going to look at you funny one way, wink at you, and you're going to like shoot all over your keyboard. Or it could be so bad that it makes you want to go back to patch 2.7. You don't know that. Right? And in a way, it's like it keeps you excited because you have expectations. We cannot eradicate that from our enjoyment of the game. When we look at 3.1, we're going to have expectations. Look at that poster. It has a desert on it. That means the desert region is going to get released. Okay, desert region is going to get released. How is exploring the desert going to feel like? Are you going to have a heat stroke? Is it going to be a mechanic like Dragonspine that affects your player status depending on how you play in the zone, right? What about the new characters? How are they going to play? How are they going to be slotted in the meta? What kind of predictions do you guys have for them? What kind of expectations do you have for Nilo, for Sino to play? What kind of teams are you planning to play them in? How's the lore? Are they going to answer more questions? Are they going to push? Are we going to see Fatui agents? Are we going to start, hyping up new content? Right? Like they could hit us out of nowhere with new content. Like, oh, we are adding a new game mode or something like that. I don't know, or like a new combat feature. You don't know it. We don't know any of that. Like, sure, some of you guys who watch leaks might know that, but for a lot of us who aren't so in tune with the Genshin news and updates, like we don't know that. We don't know when that's coming. What's gonna happen? It's stuff like this and this is so dangerous because that's why we are so hopeful. That's why we have so much copium, because we have seen at the peak of Genshin what it's capable of, only for us to be berated with like mediocre stuff, and really, really good stuff, mediocre. It's not like League of Legends, right? For example, if you queue up in League of Legends, you know exactly where you're gonna get. You're gonna get like a feeding you're gonna have a feeding top lane, a jungler who never ganks and does anything, a mid lane who never roams or pings or contests crabs with your jungler, and or a bot lane who combined it's like on like an extended contract with the freaking Red Cross, feeding, like trying to end world hunger, going 0 and 25. You know that's going to be the League of Legends experience. And amongst all that, no matter what role you queue up as, you're going to try your best to freaking carry the debt weights on your team, while the enemy freaking mid lane Talon is 15 and 0 at 3 minutes into the game. It's something to be expected, right? It's very consistent is what I'm trying to say. That's for the vast majority. It's just going to be that. Genshin, you have no idea what you're getting. Like next patch, you have no idea what the hell's coming your way, for the most part. Like how like finalizing Nilo, finalizing Sino, the 4 stars like Candice, right? Do you guys know about Candice? You guys heard about Candice? You guys know what happened to Candice? Chat? Do you guys see the news? She's hot. Who is Candice? Candice nuts fit in your mouth. But I'm just saying, okay? Candice is basically never talked about. Everybody is talking about Sino, talking about Nilo, but there's Candice. Oh, Kusanagi made that joke. I'm just saying. What happened to Candice? The joke's over. Joke's over. But there's all these characters coming out. It's just, I don't know. I don't feel as excited about new characters. I mean, Archons are special, but like newer characters, not as excited as previously. I'm not as excited as, let's say, 2.0. Like, for the most part, it's because these characters are very predictable. And no, power creep isn't an issue, right? Like a lot of people will be like, oh, Walrus, are you suggesting that if they power creep characters, you're going to be more interested? No. Not necessarily. But they lock a lot of characters behind interesting playstyles. Like, I mean, they lock a lot of characters' most interesting playstyles away. Like, you can't play it like that. For example, right? What's her name again? The new 4-star that just got released, Dory. For example, with Dory, isn't it gonna be so fun if Dory had like a much better ICD? Sure, tune the numbers down, but give her more ICD. I want to see more numbers. I want to see more reactions. Let her focus on Dendro and Electro reactions, quick and aggravate. Tune down the ICD, adjust her numbers to make sure the damage isn't like overcapping it. And suddenly she could be played in a Electro Dendro centric team. Right now it's so damn hard because you're fishing for that one aggravate hit, right? That one aggravate hit, if you buff her up like out of this world, just buff her to the brim of existence. Like, she can do one aggravate in her like hard-hitting rotation. So it's like, what's the point? Sure, design characters the way you want us to play them, but in this case, Dory just feels like a poorly designed and optimized character. Why would you do that? Right? Why do that? What's the point for people to get excited for characters if either A, you have to get high constellations for it? I think all characters should have a C0 optimized playstyle that feels fun and engaging. I guess that's objective, right? But C0 has to have some sort of inherent value, but C6 should be able to transform the character or add new playstyles, meaning that you can get more playing hours if you get C6, right? That's a great way to think about it. Why should I pay more money for the character? To get more power? Sure, that's one reason. But another reason is maybe I can play them in more interesting ways. The character opens up and expands and changes dynamics. That could be a reason to go C6. Now I can play Dory in like 4 extra teams, whereas C0 Dory cannot. And she functions very well in those 4 teams. I know it's very hard to balance. It's very hard to balance this stuff. But it's not impossible. It's not impossible, and it just feels like that effort isn't being put into the characters as they used to be. Right? As they used to be. I just feel like older characters were more open to this kind of stuff. And the more Hoyoverse becomes wary of characters being too strong, numbers being overtuned, and we can't let them have so much value with one character so that they never pull for new characters. What's wrong with that? Why not give the community a very strong character for them to lean on as a crutch once in a while? Zhongli is a great unit. Raiden is a great unit. Kazuha is a great unit. Right? Hu Tao, Ayaka. Having 4 stars that rival Bennett, rival Xingqiu, rival Sucrose, rival Xiangling isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Use those characters as benchmarks as opposed to using fucking Toma. Using Toma, like I think Dory was pretty much like the design for Dory was like they were looking at Toma and be like, damn, we gotta make sure Dory doesn't outperform Toma. Like, what the? What? I know Hazel is good. Hazel's a good character, right? But Hazel, like, who the hell is still talking about Hazel nowadays? Who? He was cool when he came out. Who's still talking about Hazel nowadays? I know some people are playing him, but like, how many more Hazel teams is coming? How many more? Like, has Hazel's Abyss usage is not bad for a 4-star, right? It's just like they just disappear. Look at the Bandit. Look at the Xiangling. Look at the Xingqiu. Look at the Sucrose. I mean, Sucrose is like underappreciated in my opinion. I think more characters coming out in the future, 4-star characters, should be able to rival old existing like god tier 4-stars. And I've talked about this in the past why they won't do it, but it just breaks my heart seeing them stray further and further away from what originally made this game so alluring to the free-to-plays. Hazel is like Yanfei. Yeah, very good comparison. Yanfei, Hazel, they're around the same tier. I would even throw Rosaria in that tier. Rosaria, Yanfei, Hazel, What other 4-star that came out that that are like around this level of usefulness? Let me take a look. Actually, I'm gonna go take a look. No, Yunjin wasn't that good. Sayu isn't that good. Diona, yeah, like Diona, Hazel, Yanfei, Rosaria. That's it. That's the only 4-stars that come out that I would personally say even comes close to the original, like Zhangling, Xingqiu, Sucrose, Bennett. Beidou isn't like, okay, yeah, I think Diona, Rosaria, Yanfei, and Hazel are around Beidou's level. They're around Beidou's level. Beidou and Fischl level. Like, that's the kind of tier they're at. Right? With good investment, proper team optimizations, you can play those characters very efficiently and they can do extremely well, perform very well, just like Beidou, just like Fischl. But if you want them to reach Bennett level, Zhangling level, Xingqiu level, they need to offer something that is damn near irreplaceable. Something new. And if it doesn't make sense from a game developer point of view, it's like, why would we offer you something so exclusive in a 4-star? Right? It doesn't make sense. Because think about it like this. Think about it like this. No, listen, chat. Listen. When Xingqiu was released, it was in patch 1.0. And back then, that amount of hydro application, we did not know how important that was until a couple patches down the road. But imagine if they release a 4-star right now, right? I'm just trying to think of a feature that doesn't exist in the game yet. That would be amazing to have. And instead of releasing it on a 5-star character, they put it on a 4-star character. And for the next 2 years, no 5-stars comes out that even has that feature. Let me think of something. Lifesteal. Okay, this is the example. Imagine a 4-star Dendro character that comes out, and they have a feature where their elemental skill has a held version, and once held, it applies like this little summon creature next to you, and it stays on the field and attaches to any on-field character. And whenever you attack at enemy units, this little creature deals Dendro damage to the enemies while sucking HP back, and this HP is regen to your current active character. And this HP and it scales off of, let's say, EM. It scales off of EM of the Dendro 4-star, and once you get that character to, let's say, Constellation 4, it like additional HP once you're full HP. Right? Once you're full HP, it gives you a shield, and this shield, don't want to make it too OP. This shield resists Dendro. Okay, it's a Dendro shield. And it's like, and it can stack up to 20% of the on-field character's HP. That's the character. Imagine a character like that comes out, and then you don't see that on any 5-star for the next like 2 years. That's crazy. MCR 1001 with the 50. Wow, that is crazy. MCR, thank you so much. Says, love the content, never make it to streams. At least I'm catching part of this one.
Never make it to streams. At least I'm catching part of this one. Smiley face.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm just talking here with chat about the absurdity of not releasing better 4-stars. I don't know if people can agree with me. Like the example I just give is like very out there, but just imagine a character like that, and let's say the summon creature attacks every second, or like the frequency of Fischl's Oz, which also makes this character an applicator, a support DPS, an off-field support DPS, right? As skills off of EM, and they can use like the Gilded Dream set. or some crap like that to further buff your team on field. It's just stuff like this, and I think it's such a pity that Hoyoverse doesn't go this route, because if they did, 4 stars would be just as exciting as 5 stars, if not more so in some cases. And of course, right, like originally you would just be healing your on-field character as it scales off of EM or something, but once you get Constellation 4, it gets a shield, and at Constellation 6, maybe you get a second summon creature, meaning you heal faster, you stack the shield faster, and you deal like twice as much damage, or something like that. It's just, it's wild. Marcus is Walrus is lead Kusanali's kit. I don't know if that's Kusanali. No, on God, I don't know. I don't look at leaks. I truly don't. You guys would be surprised if I can somehow prove to you guys I don't look at leaks. No, really. Yeah, there's no way. I don't. Sophia says, I'm actually waiting for Candace. I think Candace is pretty good looking. Like, her design is very tight. I think Candace is pretty cool. Demaya Mando says, I look at leaks, Kusanali's kits are not even out yet. Perfect. Perfect. I think a lot of people were saying like, oh, you know, the Archons are just better versions of the MC. Like look at the Electro MC with the team energy regen, and then you look at Raiden, right? Raiden was just a much better version of the Electro MC. More damage, more regen, more energy. Rishiraj says, hello, I know this is off topic, but I am on pity in the standard banner. Should I wait to pull until 3.1 for Tignari to be added? Yeah. Like if you're wanting the most value, unless you're hunting for a specific non-Tignari character or weapon, then yeah, the pull now. But if you're okay with getting Tignari just randomly, I'd say wait. It doesn't hurt. It really doesn't. Dendro MC is so good though. Yeah, Dendro MC is good. And that's just gonna make the Dendro Archon that much better. I think that Dendro MC is gonna be omni-purposeful Dendro Applicator or Dendro Reactor. She's gonna play a key role in all Dendro reactions, and using her as like the pivot stone. So she'll fit in all Dendro-centric teams. But like you see, the thing is, all Archons have one unique feature to their kit that is almost irreplaceable. For Venti, it's the suck. Venti gives that good big boy suck, right? Zhongli is shielding. Best shield in the game. Irreplaceable in most of his shielding comps. Raiden Shogun, team energy regen. Team particle generation allows you to cycle through your high energy cost burst extremely fast. What about the Dendro Archon? What is her spear? Is it healing? Is it team buffing? Right? Is it a just like a EM buff, like buff your team's EM to the teeth? Right? Or is it some sort of regen? Is she going to be like the best pseudo healer you can have in the game? Like makes Kokomi looks like chump change? Her aura just permanently buffs every single character on your team and pre-shields them before they even come out, for example, right? So her aura, like Jean, heals everybody while buffing them while over healing them into the point where they all get a shield and you can switch to other characters and each of their shields are independent. Crazy shit. I'm just saying. It wouldn't be out of the question. Hydro Archon is a healer. Okay. Sure, maybe. But like, we have to give the Dendro Archon a purpose. She has to have like one thing that she does that no other characters can compete with. Because till this day, no one sucks better than Venti, no one shields better than Zhongli, and no one batteries better than Raiden Shogun. That's just the hard truth. So what is the Dendro Archon gonna do? It has to be universal. Yeah, but Team EM Buffer, is that universal? Shielding is a universal purpose. Granted, not all teams needs a shielder, but shielding is absolute. Unless EM is going to go forward as like something essential to most teams. Which I can see. Like, EM has a purpose in almost every single team. Because EM has a purpose in all reaction. And most react... Well, then I guess Geo just can go like... fuck itself, I guess. Like geocentric teams, like mono geo teams, pretty much just evaporates from the meta. Sad geo noises. I think Nahilda makes enemies feel deja vu. maybe a huge AoE taunt. Mono Geo is strong. What are you talking? Yeah, I know it's strong, but it's going to be left out of a new playstyle. If the Dendro Archon is just an EM buffer, right? Like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Geo sucks. I'm just saying Geo's left in the corner again. Like Geo is being singled out once again. Geo is like the new Electro. That is true. That is true. Raven's Truth. Okay, let me read this one to you guys, all right? I think this is pretty interesting. What if it's like a buff that lowers cooldowns by a lot or makes reactions last a lot longer? That's interesting. That I think making reactions last longer, that's going to be extremely difficult for Hoyoverse to code that into the game, and to balance around that is going to be difficult. But lowers cooldowns could be interesting. Lowering the cooldown. That does sound interesting. CD decrease. Suddenly Dory becomes so much better, doesn't it? Suddenly, like, imagine if Dory's 20-second burst cooldown was like 12 seconds instead, or 15 seconds. Raiden C6 lower CDs. You're right. You're right. I've talked in past streams on how to make Geo relevant, and it all starts with making the crystallized reaction a lot more potent. But there's no way that's happening. I don't think Hoyoverse is ever going to touch Geo, because their Archon is even out already. Like, Zhongli is already released, so it's not like in the future, oh my god, I can't wait until we get to the Geo region. That's already done and dusted, gone. The Rock. Have it interact with ICD, then Dory makes sense. Can you guys imagine that for a second? Like, just imagine if the Dendro Archon's special gig is to remove ICD from a character. Remove the ICD limiter. Suddenly, Yoimiya, best DPS in the game. Every hit is gonna be like 80k, 100k, 100k. She's gonna be doing like 500k in like 3 seconds. Yoimiya mains doing 600k damage every 3 seconds. Melt Ayaka. Yeah, imagine, chat, imagine Ayaka's burst doing melt damage with no ICD. Yeah, that power creep, that'll break the game. Immediately, that'll break the game. Like, imagine removing ICD on certain characters, even for one rotation, that changes everything. Enemies are waving white flags. Yeah, ICD can never be touched, because if they mess around with ICD, that's like hundreds of thousands of damage worth of floodgates they're opening. No. They can't touch that. ICDs are in place for a reason. They're here to cap damage. Unless it was there put in there on purpose, or eventually to break new ceilings. Could be possible, but I don't think Sumeru is the right place to do it. Not yet. Lord of Sloth says, looking at the Dendro sets, she might lower resistance of Dendro reactions. That's smart. Yeah, like I think somehow she's gonna apply aura, maybe a debuff to the enemies. In her, like, as long as the enemies are standing within her range, think Dendro MC, but a wider AoE, more all-purposeful, and a further debuff, right? Maybe shred resistance or resistance to all Dendro reactions. Could be good. Kisa Pollard is asking, how does ICD cap damage? So, Kisa, if you know Yoimiya, her auto attacks are pyro infused, right? But not every single one of her auto attack can proc a pyro based reaction. So think melt, think vaporize. Right now we use vaporize, so let's just go with vaporize, right? She hits, I believe she has a 7-hit attack string, or was it a 5-hit attack string? For the sake of accuracy, I'm gonna go in here and just make sure I don't mess this. It's a 5-hit. Okay, there's a 5-hit attack. So vaporize can proc on her first hit, her third hit, and her 5th and final hit, I believe. So vaporize can only proc 3 times in this 5-hit string, and that is because there is a cooldown to before the next vaporize can be activated. So that in essence is what ICD is. ICD stands for internal cooldown. It's an invisible cooldown that's not displayed in our normal gameplay, but it exists in a way to make sure characters that hit very frequently, very fast essentially, they don't just do a bunch of reactions and just kill everything. And Yoimiya is one of the characters that is very noticeable in this. If every single one of her hits were to be able to be vaped or melted, her damage would go up by like 60% or something like that. Something ridiculous. Maybe like 40% extra damage just from ICD being removed. So that's what I mean when I say ICD is a damage cap. Joshua says, "Ayo, I'm late. Hi." Don't worry, Joshua. You're catching the tail end of it, but we always save the best for last. 40%. Yeah, because think about it. That's like 2 out of 5 hits. And the 4th hit, like, and also you have to take note that Yoimiya's not every hit is scaled up equally. The first hit is like 112. Second hit is 108. Third hit is 140. Fourth hit is 146%. So 146 and 108 out of the total. I'm too lazy to do the math. Somebody can add all this together and tell me what 146 plus 108 out of the total, like percentage wise is. That's pretty much how it's gonna scale roughly, right? So it's a lot of damage. That's a lot of extra damage you're pumping out. Somewhere close to around, like, I want to say 150, north of 150,000 extra damage per rotation. Per rotation. Not per, like, whatever. Per her elemental infusion rotation. And she does that maybe 3 times. She can shoot out 15 normal attacks before her infusion is over. Roughly. 15 autos. So just think about that when it comes to damage scaling. There's no way they're gonna remove ICD. Characters like this just straight up becomes broken. She could do 3 full string auto attack. Yep, so that's 5 per full string, right? Meaning 15. Yep. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna be wrapping up the live stream. I don't want to take up any more of your times. I want to thank everybody who donated, who supported, who make sure to press like before you leave if you're about to leave. It really helps getting these kind of discussions, conversations out there. Because the more people to talk about it, the more we can hold Hoyoverse accountable in certain scenarios. If they want to just gloss over the 2-year anniversary, I mean, it's their game. Fine by me, right? I'm a filthy whale. I'll just buy my way in to the characters and stuff and whatnot. But it'll speak volumes to the free-to-plays that continue to support their game. Just how little, like, basically, if you never had an Asian parent, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm just going to say it. If you never had an Asian parent and you want that Asian parent experience, this is pretty much it, right? The Hoyoverse to the community relationship is pretty much what your stereotypical Asian parents will feel like. No matter what you do, they never seem pleased. They always want more. In this case, more of your money. They, for the most part, all your concerns and worries, I know this is a meme, but like all your concerns and worries, you tell them, they don't really acknowledge it. They don't really talk about it. It's always about performance, right? They will just keep doing what they've always been doing. And that's to provide. Sure, like Asian parents provide shelter, they provide, you know, like monetary support, even like going to college. Sometimes they'll pay for you, they'll pay for your dorm. They provide this. And in return, they expect you to perform at a certain level, right? Meaning that you have to give back. But never expect them to give more. Okay? They've already given enough. Like, look at Genshin. Look at how beautiful this game is. Look at the lore. And like, no matter how you spin it, their response is like, you know, I raised you, I paid all this money, right? And you now you're like being ungrateful. Like, how dare you? Pretty much it's like, you can never complain. No. You can never complain. Tiger parenting. Yeah, pretty much. This is like the Chinese tiger parents, right? The Asian tiger parents. Yeah, you're living in my house. Exactly, right? It's basically what the White Knights are telling you guys. This is the experience. You never feel heard. Oh my god, like I'm onto something here. This is pretty much it. This is peak Asian parenting right here. It is what it is, people. As the White Knights would say, you either play the game and enjoy it, or shut the fuck up and quit. That is how the White Knights want this game to be. So is this the second anniversary? How to be raised by Asian parents? Pretty much it. Pretty much it. Yeah, like don't talk bad things about the game, right? If you don't enjoy the game, you can quit. Don't need to badmouth our game. Which sucks because any criticism, any level, like any level of criticism, it doesn't matter if it's like minor, major, like written in essay form or just a quick vent, nothing slips past them. GMA says, haven't been in the stream in a long time, but it's nice to be back. It's always nice to have people pop in once in a while just to say hi. Like, people understand if you don't have the time, don't feel ever pressured to join in. But if you can leave a comment down in once the VOD goes up, I also read those comments. It allows me to kind of gauge whether or not people are interested in the things that we're talking about. If you have inputs, I also would love to hear your inputs. I know I miss a lot of chat messages when I'm on stream, especially when I have a train of thought going. It's hard to pause, respond to a comment, and then pick up where I left off. So oftentimes I just keep talking. But for people who have inputs or things they want to say, leaving it in the comments for these VODs are extremely helpful. If you have more you want to talk about, my DMs are always open to everybody. You don't have to be a fan. You don't have to be subscribed. You don't have to be, like a walrus simp. You can be a hater. I've had haters DM me. We talk for like 2 hours. And then sometimes it ends up with like, bro, you're a dumbass. And then they block me. And then, but there have been rare occasions where they're like, okay, good to disagree. Thanks for chatting. And, see you in future videos. It's happened. Like I said, my DMs are open to everybody. I don't expect you guys to form an echo chamber for me. I know I give a lot of hot takes. I know I meme a lot. Sometimes you guys can't tell, sometimes you can. But always enjoy the conversations. Make sure to hit like so people actually see the VOD, because as you guys see, I say some pretty sussy baga stuff during the live stream, so sometimes they do get flagged. I swear. I use profanity, and that's a big no-no for YouTube at times. Right? It's nice. Like, having around 200, between 200 and 300 people is like that sweet spot. The conversation never dies because there's always somebody in chat that I can riff off of, somebody giving their input, and I can talk about it. And as you guys can see, go scrub through the VOD. I don't think I've ever shut up for the entire... for the entire stream. Well, Hana is back for like what, the third time. Oh, do you guys want to see Jabba? You guys want to see Jabba before I end stream? Let me go grab Jabba for you guys. Yeah. Let me go grab Jabba for you guys. So before we end stream, my monster cat. Yeah. My biggest cat. Jabba, come here. Oh. Uh. Uh. This is Jabba. This is Jabba. My third cat. Oh, I can barely hold her nowadays. She's getting quite big. Every day I ask myself, is this really a cat, or did the breeder screw me over? Bro, you okay picking her up after your back pull though? Gotten a lot better, but I did feel a sharp pain when I was trying to lift her lift her off the ground. But that's Jabba. My third cat. Oh, Jabba, 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 Jabba. Check this big girl. Oh, check this big girl out. Oh, Jabba. Check her out. She is huge. This is her at 5 months. Oh, I can't. Oh, my back. Oh, my back, Jabba. Oh, you're heavier than my bronze teammates, girl. Whew. Oh, I think I pulled my back again. Not as bad, but I felt a stretch. Oh yeah, this is Jabba. Ooh. Oh, calm down, calm down. Good girl. Oh, I think she peed on me. Oh, what the fuck, girl? Yo, what? Oh no, oh no. Oh no, that's not pee. That's just she's just warm. She's just warm. No. She's just warm. Whew. Okay, Jabba, sit. Okay, I'm gonna go take her out for a walk, a nice little walk. We're gonna stretch out my back a little bit, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Friday, we're gonna be watching the live stream, so let's see how many of these predictions are gonna be right and end up happening. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Once again, give a shout out to everybody who donated MCR, Debanyan, Shukai. Thank you all so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one on Friday, and then again on Saturday. Okay? Till then, urge you all to stay safe. Peace. Bye bye.